Welcome to Bro Disc and our coverage from the 2024 Coastal Cup Battle of the Beast. A 3,652-meter monster of a course in the stunning Waitarwa Regional Park. Jake Brennan has the overnight lead with 12 under par, 2 shots ahead of Henry Pearson, while hot favorites Jackson and Jonny are both on 8 under par. We start on hole 7, a 121-meter par 3 that runs along the slope of a hill with an OB fence gully to the left and an OB fence line at the top of the slope. The basket is on the slope of the hill, which can cause some problems.
Thanks, Gus. Hello everybody, I'm Daz. Welcome to Bro Disc. Certainly a misty morning here, even though this hole is 121 metres, Gus. It's probably only 50 metres that we can see. Off goes Jonny Wake to keep an eye on what he can see.
Well, you know, like I feel like that tree is like...
And the players have just discussed what colour discs they're going to use. It would pay to have a good knowledge of what you're just going to do in this sort of conditions.
I'm going to turn the camera, man.
Yeah, you will.
See it for tee off. Coastal Cup, Battle of the Beast. It looks fairly straight, but we certainly can't see where it went. Number 2 on the tee, Henry Pearson. I think he's up there by that tree. Jacko. With a -8 under par.
That one disappeared quick.
Yeah, they do.
Jonny.
Straight at ya. Literally.
And where is it? Nobody knows.
You can't
Well,
actually
it's going to
say
be
it.
interesting.
No, you can't
Spotting
see
either.
it. Well, you won't see
So even if you had a catch cam guy or girl, they or them, he or she, or whoever, they wouldn't be able to see the disc coming towards them.
Yeah, that's right. It's a pea super out there. I suppose it'll lift, but there's absolutely no wind this morning. It's all guesswork as far as I'm concerned. Till we get closer to the basket, you can just see it through the mist there. Henry Pearson putting for par here. Obviously today's conditions would have been a little bit easier when you can see things. Just tucks it under there.
It's like the beer garden.
Jonny, not one to muck around.
Good luck out there, Phil.
Going for par. So it's one bogey to start off the round for Henry, and everybody else gets a par. Give us a description on the next hole, Gus.
Hole 8 is a par 4, 207-meter hole that has an OB fence that narrows as it gets closer to the basket on each side of the fairway. It would pay, however, to see where you're going.
Yeah, that's right, Gus. I'm not sure how I would handle it.
It's out.
Well, you see, it's been called out, but how would you know? See what happens when Jackson steps up.
Coming through, boys. Wow, but we're
Like I said before, you'd have to really know what your disc is doing. There's the first two going off, and the other two players will come back and have their turn.
All good, Jake? Sweet.
Henry,
Alright, throwing now.
he's already one down on what he started, so... Oh, I think he had a bit of a slip there. Yeah, he didn't get as far as the rest of them. Still, it's hard to know where anybody's going. It's certainly the strangest disc golf start I've seen. Jake Brennan on a second throw. Disappears into the mist. Jacko didn't go out of bounds, but he's just getting some relief off the fence there. Good looking second throw. Basket under that tree there. Henry opting for a bit of a sidearm flick there. Jonny having a good stab at it. Just lands under the basket there. Most of the players landed more or less the same place. Just over the back. Jacko, if he gets this, he'll have a birdie. And he does. Great birdie. Especially in these conditions.
A bogey for Jake Brennan, and a double bogey for Henry Pearson. A par there for Jonny Wood. So he remains on 8 under par, with Jackson getting his blind birdie. He moves to 9 under par. Jake Brennan drops 1 to be 11 under, and Henry starts off badly, now 7 under par. Hole 9 is a par 4, 246-meter downhill hole that most players would love on a clear day. There is a fence OB boundary long and to the right. With this mist hanging around, the players will be lucky to find out where they end up.
Certainly a bit disconcerting. I've lost a disc here just playing on a normal day. Johnny throws one out there.
Yeah, perfect flip. Oh, that's big.
Don't know where it went. This is the trouble.
Wow.
Jake has a good stab at it. You'd have to sort of know as you're letting it go if it was a good one. Here we go. Henry's using a towel to stop himself from slipping. Even though I see he's got very flash shoes on there. Henry Pearson on a tee. If you get enough on it and aim it downhill, there we go. Probably a good 80 metres plus a little bit out from the basket. Mid-range there, I don't know what it is, sorry. The orange disc seems to be the flavour of the day in the misty conditions. Here's Jackson. And it's a nice looking up. Just drops in front of the basket there. Same story there with Jake. And Jonny. Right beside where I lost the 178 gram Eclipse years ago. Oh, that's a nice looking up. Another up there for Henry. Jake. Oh, just bounces through off the basket. Jackson just marking his lie. What's to nail this? Oh, just off the... not quite straight enough. And now Jonny lining it up. And he gets his birdie. Well played, Jonny. 2 big drives, more or less. Jackson in there for a par. Just making sure. So just the one birdie though, mind you it's a big hole. Better than my 7 I got years ago. Until next time.
Hole 10 is a par 3, 111 meter hole that has an out of bounds fenced gully running alongside and into the fairway. So with his first birdie of the second round, Jonny Wake steps up onto the tee. There is just enough fog to obscure the view of the basket.
Well, it certainly stuffs with my autofocus, I tell you that much, Gus. Here we see Jackson on the tee. You might have just clipped the corner there. Jake gets away safely onto the hill. Oh, just came in there, heard the call. Henry with the towel, because it's very slippery because of all the moisture, which is what causes the autofocus to go out of her. So these tees can get very slippery. Of course, on the other part of the course we've got brushed concrete. It's a nice looking shot onto the hill as well from Henry. Jacko to the side. He went OB there. No luck there for Henry. Jake having a good stab just under the basket, nice and handy. Oh, and it just clips the side there. We had a shot at it. Have another look. Yeah, it goes in and twists around, bobbles around a bit, hits the ground. So no birdies there, but everybody hit chains. Just go in. Unfortunately, Jackson clipped the corner of the OB. Paid the penalty.
Hole 11 is a par 3 and is a very similar hole to hole number 10. And in this fog, which seems to be getting worse, it is like a carbon copy with an OB fenced gully on the left in the basket on a small hill.
Yes, it has a very similar feel to the last hole, doesn't it, Gus? It's mist is getting worse, I would say. Don't forget, this man here, still the leader, hanging in there. Anyway, third on the tee. He's been throwing a few pars. I think that's gone right. Out of bounds, so he's not happy about that one. Jacko. Well, I think that's come close too. Might have snuck through there. Just like the last hole. Very similar feel. That gully fenced off. There's second throw. It's Jacko again.
Whoa, get up there.
Nice up.
Right, deja vu, except this time right under the basket. Good recovery shot there. Nice little up there as well. And he's getting ready for another shot at the basket on the hill scenario. It's like deja vu, alright. Well, let's hope this time it's not like the last time. Exactly, he does nail it this time. Yes. Henry Pearson sneaking in there with a double bogey. Jackson 1 over par. Jake Brennan making sure of it with a par.
If you haven't already, don't forget to remember to subscribe. Now let me tell you that Jake Brennan now holds a tenuous 1-point lead with 11 under par. Jonny Wake has 10 under par. Jacko has had a couple of OBs and ends up with 7 under par. Henry Pearson has dropped to 5 under par, so these first few holes have played havoc.
Well, it looks like that was a successful tee-off from Jonny, and here's Jake Brennan. Gets it across the chasm there into the mist. And it's about this stage where I decide to wave goodbye. I can't cover the whole 27 holes. There's no catch cam and steep terrain coming up. So I'm going to leave it there for a while. Join this lead card later on. But I can tell you the scores for this hole. And we'll join you for part 2.
Good on, right?
The Coastal Cup Battle of the Beast.
That's better. That one.